I'm here, Mimi B, with Real Life Music. Let's talk with Kay Ford. How you doing today, Miss Lady?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. All right. So I'm going to just dive right into these questions. All right. Who is Kay Ford?
Who is Kay Ford? Kay Ford is a singer, songwriter, filmmaker, um, pretty much breaking traditional norms and generational curses in everything that I do. Because not only am I a daughter, sister, friend, wife, I am also a mother. And that's definitely the title that I take the most pride in having.
Oh, that is beautiful. All right. So you a Jackie of all trades.
I can say that, yeah.
I love it. All right. So how did you create your sound? I've had it come over on repeat for the last 24 hours. And that sound is just, it's you. How did you create your sound?
Honestly, I don't think it's something that I necessarily created. It's more so something that just naturally came. My fiance, he did the production. So I kind of just went with what I felt for that track. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a sound that I created, but more so just me releasing my creativity and just giving a piece of me. If people feel it, great. I love that. I would love that. So yeah, that's it.
So would you say like you're more on the R&B side of an artist, neo soul, jazz?
I have to be honest with you. I'm a stew of all things. I'll say that. I'm a stew of those things. I was brought up listening to the music from by Michael Franks, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Steely Dan, who else? Rochelle Farrell, who was one of my top favorite vocalists. So yeah, I'd say I'm more of a stew of genre when it comes to that.
So eclectic, I love that.
Yeah.
Eclectic, eccentric sounds, those are my favorite. One minute I'll be listening to classical music, next minute it's K-pop. There's everything in between.
Yeah, and I think another part of that is I don't necessarily want to put myself in a genre box, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Because one day I may feel R&B, the next day I may feel a little country. So yeah, that's my approach that I take whenever it comes to my music making.
All right, so you mentioned Stevie Wonder. Is there another artist you got in your repertoire that like that's your go-to?
Like I mentioned, Marvin Gaye, he's like one of my favorites. I'll never forget growing up as a child, like my dad is a huge influence in the diversity when it comes to music for me. Because my dad is from up north, my mom is from down south. So he brought me a totally different realm of music growing up. So I'll say Marvin Gaye, that man was genius.
Oh, snap, you gonna sing a little snippet of Marvin?
Mother, mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there's far too many of you dying. We've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. My baby is asleep.
Oh, my bad. It's nap time. Okay. Oh, them nap time struggles. Okay, I'm gonna start whispering.
So yeah.
Oh, what else inspired Come Over? Because it was just sexy. Did your fiance just like, come here, baby?
He was definitely a major inspiration in Come Over. That song was actually co-written with Sierra Tanita. Shout out to Sierra. But he was definitely my inspiration in that. You know, when we're both working, I text him throughout the day, like, "Bae, hey," you know. So we fantasize throughout the day, and then when we actually get together, you know, make things happen.
Yes, making things happen. Woo! I am here for it. What differences do you feel like you want to make in the world? Like, what impact do you want to help it, like, via your music? You've got philanthropy happening. Like, are those like the legacies you want to leave behind?
Most certainly. I'm a firm believer in standing firm in what you believe in. I'm a firm believer in being the change that you want to see. And so going back to what I mentioned earlier, as far as breaking those generational curses and traditional norms, that's something that I strive to do that on a daily basis, but I kind of naturally do that with who I am. You know, it's so much negativity in the world. So the biggest goal for me is just to remain positive in the midst of any sort of chaos, knowing that there is light at the end of that tunnel. So yeah, just to remain positive and put out what I want back.
Yes. All right. So since we are talking on real live music, let's hear a real life experience you've had that's helped create you as an artist.
So from a real life experience for me, I went to Atlanta to meet with a Grammy Award winning artist, and you know, to see how we could possibly collaborate and do some things. And I just have to be totally honest with you, I was not prepared. I was not prepared. I was not prepared because I allowed fear and anxiety to take over that moment for me, which unfortunately made me question and start doubting my dopeness. I'm a very dope individual, you know, not to sound, I guess, like I got the big head or anything, but
If you got the juice, you got it.
I got it. I know I got it. So, you know, I just, yeah, I allowed that opportunity to fall because I just was not prepared. So the lesson that I learned from that is to truly just stay prepared. Stay prepared and never doubt your dopeness, because your dopeness can definitely inspire another person who may be hopeless.
Yes. Oh, that was a word. Hashtag a word. In your dopeness, how has that changed while we're under social distancing and this COVID-19?
I gotta be honest with you, honey, it has not changed much. Because I classify myself to be a introverted extrovert, I can really be in a shell, you know, which is why I'm grateful for this opportunity. Shout out to Shamel. I'm grateful for this opportunity because it's really breaking me out of my shell. So with me, even with me being in that shell, I still love to talk to people. I still love to be that person of, hey, how y'all doing? You know, when you walk into a room, you know, just to change the energy and give it an energy shift. So, so yeah, I'm good.
Man, this quarantine thing, like you, I'm a social introvert, so I'm like,
Right.
Now you're telling me I can't go outside. I didn't want to go outside anyways, but now I want to go outside because you told me I can't go outside.
Exactly.
Hey. Ooh, all right. Do you feel like your experience in Atlanta helped prepare you for longevity in the music industry?
Most certainly. Most certainly. I have no doubt about it. With everything that I have been through in my life, and I've been through some shit. With everything that I have been through, I am, I'm still here. And I've learned lessons through all of those experiences. And I'm just grateful that I'm still here to really just share those experiences in hopes that someone can really learn and grow from what I've been through.
Oh, that's real dope. But you are the dopest.
Oh, thank you, girl.
Just being on Zoom with you, I'm just like, oh, I need to get some of that dopeness and rub it
Oh,
off.
you already got it though. Like that's the thing.
Talking to you, I'm like, okay, now I've got to get my dopeness. I got to get the juice too. Just sprinkle it on me. Get
You
all the
got it.
K4 juice.
You got it. We all have our unique dopeness juice. Okay, so you definitely have yours dripping over there. I see you, girl.
That is all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you so much. I, again, sincerely appreciate the opportunity. And for anyone who may be watching or listening, to find me, you can definitely reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook. On Instagram, it's only K Ford. On Facebook, it's K Ford. And then check out my first solo single, Come Over, on all streaming platforms. Again, major thank you to Shamel and to you, Miss Mimi. I greatly appreciate you all.
All right. Follow Real Life Music on Instagram, Facebook. Follow K Ford on all of her aforementioned stuff. Follow me, Mimi B, on Instagram. And thank you guys so much for listening to us. Thank you again, K Ford, for being on. And see you next week.
Peace.